What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 3 and another cross-country car build. My vehicle today is the Rolls Royce Dawn. This now has 911 PI, which means it's a little bit down on PI compared to some cars, or pretty much all the cars apart from the Jeep. It has 897 horsepower, which also means it's a little bit down on power. 1091 torque though, which is not bad at all. However, it weighs 2080 kilograms, which is a lot more than anything else has weighed by quite a way. It's just got the stock engine. I believe it's already twin turbocharged, so that's a thing. So yeah, I guess we're going to find out how the Rolls Royce Dawn does around the cross-country circuit. Alright, so we are here with the Rolls Royce Dawn, about to do our event. Let's give it a shot, shall we? Make sure the radio is off, there we go. And we will begin. Now, the time to beat is currently set by the Aston Martin Vulcan with a 54.154. Let's get those barrels and stuff out of the way. Now, I am fairly certain, pretty much 100% certain, we're not going to be beating that Aston. Because one, it was just a pretty damn quick and good car. Two, it had a lot higher PI than this car. The main thing I would say, the power to weight ratio and everything was much better. Main thing that's going to let this car down, I think, is the power to weight ratio. Mainly looking at the weight, because it does weigh a lot. 2000 kilograms with full on weight reduction and everything. This car is completely maxed out. It still weighs over 2000 kilograms, which, yeah, isn't amazing. I guess the main time we're looking to beat is set by the Jeep Renegade, CJ5 Renegade, a 57.556, I believe. Just looking at my times. Did I just miss that checkpoint? Yes, I did. I thought I did. Whoops, I wasn't paying attention because I was looking at the time. Yeah, 57.556, set by the Jeep CJ5 Renegade. That is going to be the time to beat. It's currently at the bottom of the table. That car as well, also, it wasn't in S2 class. This is just into S2 class, right at the bottom, but it does make it into S2 class. The Jeep was kind of high S1 class, so I'd expect this to probably beat that. I'm hoping it can. However, the Jeep wasn't terrible, it was a bit kind of all over the place. This so far feels, it's actually coping with the course fairly well. Doesn't like that jump, nothing does. This definitely doesn't though, but it does feel sluggish. It feels really, really sluggish compared to the other cars. I mean, it doesn't get turned around this corner at all. Come on, put the power down. I think with 58 points whatever just then, I think we probably can beat that Jeep. So I guess if we do beat, if we do beat the Jeep, it's then the Lotus, which I'll get to when the time comes. If we do beat the Jeep. However, at the moment, I think that Jeep is probably the best benchmark. So, what do I think of this car? Well, it's handling quite well, actually. It's got plenty of grip and everything. A little bit of understeer, which is okay. I can manage a little bit of understeer. I'd say it's probably the most understeery car I've had so far. That last time out went to the Mercedes 190e. However, I think this probably takes it from that Mercedes. Just a little bit of understeering, and yeah, you can probably tell it feels so slow compared to the to pretty much everything else that has gone. It just feels sluggish and slow. We have managed to beat the Jeep. I guess that is kind of to be expected because we are quite a bit higher PI. That Jeep about 880 PI, this 911. So that's to be expected. We got 57.257. So we've gone just a little bit quicker than the Jeep. We have 6 laps altogether, by the way. See how fast we can go. We might be able to get into the 56s, maybe. The next car up, I believe, is the Lotus X Siege with a 56.123. I think it's time, or a 124, something like that. I don't think we're going to be beating that, to be honest. We might get close. We may get lucky and get into the mid 56s. However, I really don't think we're going to go any faster than that, and that's going to be with a pretty good run. Out of that final corner there, it just doesn't get turned. That lap was a slower lap. Let's try and take plenty of speed through here, about 95 miles an hour. That is good. Just around these corners like here, it feels so slow getting through these long corners, and then acceleration, because it doesn't have the power and it has too much of the weight, the acceleration is also not amazing. Yeah, it's kind of what I expected with this car, really. It's too sluggish, it's too heavy, doesn't quite have the power. If we could put a different engine in here, get, you know, over 1,000 horsepower, I think this thing could be pretty good. We'd still have the understeer problems probably, but I think it would be better. That jump really throwing it around as well. I mean, you can probably say in some ways the weight kind of with this sort of thing can be helpful. You don't want a really light car because it's going to get thrown about all over the place. However, I think this car is a little bit too heavy. We're on to the final lap now, taking the speed through that first corner. Let's try and go all out for this lap, get a nice line through there, kind of get it sliding a little bit on purpose, because otherwise it just doesn't quite get turned in as quick as I'm wanting it to. We haven't gone quicker than the Lotus so far. We could try on this lap, however, like I said before, I don't really think we're going to be doing that. Around this corner here, fairly nice around here. I mean, this isn't too bad of a corner, so that's kind of where it is fairly good. Over the bumps and stuff as well, not too bad, getting a little bit unsettled. It's kind of here where we have a few issues. However, we've got that fairly nicely. I mean, we seem to lose a lot of speed. We don't seem to take too much speed over that jump. In some ways that is a good thing. Now this corner here, it just drags it so wide. We can't get on the power till later. We come to the finish line. We didn't go any quicker. I've got a really itchy bloody nose. Oh god, there we go. Bring it back around. There it is. The Rolls Royce Dawn. Wow. What a handful. I mean, not really what a handful. It's a fairly easy car to drive, actually. It's not too bad. The paint job doesn't quite show up here. It's black and gold, but you can't really see that right now. It just kind of looks black with kind of a hint of silver with it. But yeah, this car, not too bad. Bit understeery, down on power, way too heavy. I mean, it deals with the course fairly well, but yeah, it just doesn't have the power and has too much weight. So the time, a 57.257, will put it, I believe, into 5th place out of 6. I'm just looking at my stuff. Yes, it will. 57 will put it into 5th place, just beating the Jeep by, oh, I don't know, just over 0.3 of a second, about 0.3 of a second. So yeah, that is the Rolls Royce Dawn. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please go ahead, like and subscribe. Comment what other videos you would like to see and what cars you would like to see in the cross-country car builds. And I'll see you guys in the next video.